All right, welcome back, Curbside College. We here another week where we learning, but I ain't teaching, man. I'm gonna stick to that because I'm learning right along with y'all. A lot of these lessons that I'm giving to y'all each week, or not lessons or topics, whatever you want to, however you want to characterize them, I'm learning them right along with y'all. So if you hear some regurgitated information, because I got a DM on Facebook not too long ago, he was saying that a lot of the information that I've been given, he heard it before and all this and I'm proud. That's good that you heard it before, but a lot of people haven't. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't even think about some of these topics that I'm talking about. They might seem like everyday topics, normal topics, but people don't think about them enough to apply them to everyday life. So, that's one of the reasons why I'm here. So if you hear some of this information, it might sound regurgitated or something you heard before. That's probably because it is, you know, and you did good by having the information already. Hopefully I could cover something that could help you. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, one of the things that I want to talk about today is the value of relationships. No matter if it's business, romantic, or personal, you know what I'm saying? Friendships, no matter what kind of relationship it is, we got to talk about how we don't value them enough. We don't value a lot of the relationships we have enough, and let alone know how to treat them. But, being able to cultivate decent relationships start within. You know what I'm saying? We got to start having a better code of conduct with ourselves when dealing with people. And like I said, it don't matter what type of relationship it is. This type of information could spread across any type of relationship you might have. You know what I'm saying? Good code of conduct, man. You gotta have a good morality compass when you're trying to build relationships, especially in business, especially when it got to do with money. You know what I'm saying? As much as we say we care about money, we got to start caring about the things that make us more, right? And relationships is one of those things. Relationship is one of those things because a lot of the times we do a lot of little untrustworthy things in front of people, and doing a lot of untrustworthy things build a whole wall of untrust from a person that's looking at you. You might not have done that specific person wrong, but they watching you do people wrong, and it's gonna kind of rub them the wrong way, especially if they a stand up person. You know what I'm saying? It's better to just be authentic from the jump and let your intentions and be known from the jump and be transparent from the jump, because that way it gives the relationship or anything you're trying to build with somebody else strength and transparency and understanding. You know what I'm saying? Because when you don't got that and you're trying to build something with somebody, and this ain't gotta be financial. You know what I'm saying? This is go to romantic, personal, just friendships, anything. You gotta make your intentions clear cut, because if you don't, people gonna start to wonder in their imagination, and they might not perceive your actions the way you giving them. So we gotta be careful. We gotta be careful. You know what I'm saying? And another thing, being transparent in any kind of relationship, and it gives the other person the chance to be themselves and to strengthen the relationship and to react in the way they feel they should react, instead of having to be fake because they don't want to disrespect you or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the things that we got to start paying attention to in our communities is relationships, because you could make a situation weak or strong based on how you treat it. You know what I'm saying? And we got to start paying attention to that, because we got this damn saying in our community saying, get it out the mud. Nobody, we didn't need no help, but that's a damn lie. That's a damn lie. Everybody who came up needed or got help from somebody, and they not trying to acknowledge that person, which I think is selfish, or they just think that they were so strong in a singular idea that people was just pawns or ways to get them to further their goal. If you hear some noise in the background, they doing construction on a building, but that can't, one thing can't stop no show. I got to keep going. But yeah, like I said, but in another thing, when we dealing with people, we all got our intuition about what type of person that is, or what type of, what they really want out of us. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of treat people like that. You got to kind of treat people like they got their intuition on how you act and what you coming with, because people could sense People can sense when you being disingenuine. They could just feel it. You know what I'm saying? We all got that intuition where, what I'm saying, like, you just been around somebody, you be like, man, something wrong with that person. No, 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 this don't feel right. You know what I'm saying? We all got that sixth sense. Whether you pay attention to it or not is up to you, but you should, because people could sense when you being disingenuine. You know what I'm saying? You got to be stand up and transparent when you're trying to build a good relationship. You know what I'm saying? And when you come to if you come into a situation selfish too, you know what I'm saying? That can hurt. You know what I'm saying? That can hurt a lot. Being disingenuous and selfish, trying to build something, this won't work. It won't work. We got to start understanding that. We got to start understanding them type of things because a lot of us got a lot of talents. A lot of us got a lot of talents, and a lot of us know how to do a lot of different things. So we need to start building that type of community, building that type of relationships to where we can help each other, to where we don't got to start being like, oh, we don't trust him or we don't trust that. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of that is our own insecurity based on how we grew up. We wasn't grew up to trust people. We grew up in a community where people just do wrong all the time. But we got to understand polarity, you know what I'm saying? With intention. And what I mean by that is like if you get up every day and you thinking bad and you doing bad, you're gonna get bad. But there's an opposite to that. You know what I'm saying? Just like it's a bad world, it's a good world. Just like it's a broke world, it's a rich world. Everything got polar opposites. So if you getting up every day and you doing bad and you thinking bad, that's what kind of outcome you're gonna get in this life is bad. But if you're thinking positive, if you're thinking good, if you're getting up every day trying to be the best person you can and help as many people as you can and build everything you can and help it, that's what type of community you're gonna build. You're gonna build it like that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? In relationships, you just gotta do good business. You gotta be a good person. Stand on your word, man. You know what I'm saying? Because when you don't stand on your word, that's the quickest way for somebody to be looking at you sideways. You know what I'm saying? Add value to situations and people. Try to help people, man, because you never know when the ground gonna come up at you and you need somebody to reach down for a hand to pull you up. And I understand. You know what I'm saying? I understand. I completely understand. It's hard for us to be positive and move in a good direction because of where we come from, where everybody trying to do bad. You know what I'm saying? You surrounded by the opposite. I get that. It's hard. It's hard. You know what I'm saying? But we got to understand that the value come on the back end when you being good. Being bad give you instant gratification. Being bad get you what you want right now. But being good give you that more concrete, that more deserved, you know, that more you just get that the back end on being good is just more solid and concrete than it is of being bad up front, especially in relationships. You know what I'm saying? And it's another term that they have that we don't really, you know, talk about too much. It's called relationship capital. You know what I'm saying? It's relationship capital. It's one of those things that, you know, that helps with a variety of things. Like, you know, people make good introductions people make introductions for you. You know, people see what you got going on and know somebody who might be able to help you. You know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of people give you good support or maybe some good advice. You know what I'm saying? When you got relationship capital, you know what I'm saying? It's just a lot of good things that could happen if you just build good relationships with people. You know what I'm saying? A good relationship could change your life. And I'm starting to understand that now. You know what I'm saying? I'm starting to be a person to try to add value to everybody that I talk to. You know what I'm saying? If I hear somebody have a problem and I chime in, I just try to give them, you know, advice or support on what they got going on, because they might not be thinking about it in a certain aspect that I could be. You know what I'm saying? And that one piece of advice for having a good relationship with somebody that's knowledgeable could change your life or your direction in life. You know what I'm saying? Most importantly, what a good relationship can do for you is give you a vouch when you ain't there. Oh man. That's the best kind of relationships you want to build. You want to build the relationships that vouch for you when you ain't around, that speak you up in good rooms, that speak you up in good places because they know you a stand-up person, which leads to numerous more opportunities. Numerous more opportunities. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I don't understand why in our community we get pride from saying we did it alone. You know what I'm saying? When every other community, every other race or culture or ethnicity, they working together. We the only ones not. You know what I'm saying? And then we are working together in some aspects, but we just not giving each other the credit or the acknowledgement. You know what I'm saying? And that's just pure selfish. No one person can do all things, man. You know what I'm saying? No one person can do all things, and that's the problem. That's the problem. Trying to do shit by yourself and not understanding how fast things could change when you collaborate with somebody or got a good relationship with somebody. You done built a good relationship to where it make it easier for you to accomplish your goal. You know what I'm saying? This one of them topics. It kind of touched me a little bit because, you know, people just so quick not to trust you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna get into why I think that is. That's for a later episode when we get through all these simple topics. Maybe next year or something. Systematically done. It's systematically done to why you look at your brother and just don't trust him and then you mean mugging him. You ever been somewhere like in Walmart or something or Target or wherever. You know what I'm saying? And you just and it's not really a lot of black people in there. And you find one black person and you just look up at that person and they just staring at you with a uncomfortable look on their face, and you don't even know them. Instead of seeing another black person and be like, "Hey, brother, what's going on, brother? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We know what it is." But instead, y'all mugging each other in front of all these white people or in front of all these Indians or wherever you at. You know what I'm saying? That's systematically done, but we're not gonna dive into all of that right now because that'll be a long episode, me trying to unpack all of that. And I'm only trying to sit here for 20, 25 minutes, you know? But not understanding how fast things could change, not understanding how fast things can change with good relationships is a value that we need to start expressing more. We need to start sharing this type of shit amongst each other, man. Because just because a person not good at one thing don't mean they ain't good at another, and you won't know unless you got a relationship. Or if you a person that value relationships. The information come faster if you just make yourself approachable with relationships. People come talk to you. You don't look like a person, you don't talk like a person that's going down somebody what you think is a bad idea or something like that. You just never know. You just never know. It's okay to be strict. It's okay to be strict with your goal. It's okay to be anal. It's okay to be anal with your goal. It's okay to be, you know what I'm saying, tunnel vision with your goal. It's all right. You know what I'm saying? Even to express how you feel about that goal is even better. You know what I'm saying? Because that relationship that you're trying to build with that state of mind is going to be it's going to express how serious that you are with your goal, and the other person is going to do what they can do for you accordingly. This person, you walk up to a person, you tell them, look, this is what I'm trying to do. This is what I need you for. This is what we could do. This is how I can help you. And it's just better like that. You know what I'm saying? Transparency in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Even with romantic relationships. You know what I'm saying? It's to a point right now, life getting so good where a motherfucker just can't count on love. You know what I'm saying? We got to be in service to each other. You know what I'm saying? In all aspects, personal, business, and romantic, we got to be in service to each other. We have to add value. We have to add value. You know what I'm saying? Relationship capital is only built with honesty and transparency in all aspects. You know what I'm saying? If you was in a romantic relationship with somebody for a long time and you was a stand-up person the whole time, y'all just had y'all differences and y'all decided to go y'all separate ways, and that person can't speak nothing bad about you, that's good relationship capital. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a small world. Everybody know each other. But when somebody could speak you up in a room that you ain't in and give you a good vouch, it's priceless, man. It's priceless. You know what I'm saying? Being a stand-up person is one of the number one currencies you can have in building relationships. You got to be a stand-up person. You got to be a stand-up nigga, man. You got to stand on your word. You know what I'm saying? And when people know you for being like that, you get access to gatekeepers in areas you didn't know they had gatekeepers. Because once you get on a path and you start understanding that it's things you don't know and it's things you need to learn, it's people that can help expedite that education. But they gatekeeping it because they don't trust you. You got a bad name. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm bringing this up, because a lot of us is good people. A lot of us is good people, man. It's the community that we come up in that forces us to show our teeth all the time. You know what I'm saying? And I hate that shit, man. I hate that shit, man. I hate that the community that we raised in suppressed us so much and fucking molded our mentality in a specific way to keep us down like that, man. I fucking hate that shit. That's why I'm fucking here, man. That's why I'm doing this, to bring this type of shit up. You know what I'm saying? Good relationships, man. Good relationships. When you a good stand-up motherfucker, man, a hater or a competitor can't fuck with you. A hater can't bring you down because the world know who you is. Everybody know who you is. You know what I'm saying? People might say certain things about you, but when they deal with you, they gonna know. They gonna have opportunity to question the person who told you that bullshit. When you a stand-up person, you know what I'm saying? That vouch, man. That vouch is the most important one. Doing good business and people vouch for that, man, that's going to take you a long way. You know what I'm saying? I kind of pride myself on doing good business, man. I don't got a lot of business going on right now, but the little bit I do have, I try to be stand up in it. Because it's going to compound. It's going to snowball. Shit roll downhill and get bigger. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm trying to just keep my morality compass on point, keep a good code of conduct when dealing with people. And it's gonna snowball. It's gonna get bigger. Eventually, y'all will know me for being a good person and doing good business, and be able to ask me for information or help lead you in the right direction, because I don't mind doing it. I hook two people up and forget all about it. You know what I'm saying? Think about that. Think about if you hook two people up and they able to accomplish something great. Who you think they're gonna attribute that to? Relationship capital, which eventually lead to financial capital. You know what I'm saying? If you know a real estate broker and you know somebody selling their house, and I'm just saying, the possibilities is endless. But we can't do it if we don't understand the value in it. If we don't understand the value in making good relationships. If we don't understand the value in helping people and giving good information and just being a stand-up person. You know what I'm saying? Things could change fast with a good relationship, man. The relationship I got with my mentor, man, expedited my mentality. Man, I can't even tell you how fast. Sometimes I look in the mirror, I don't even recognize myself because my mentality changed so much. And that's all because I got to see something through somebody else's lenses, somebody who I respect the position they in. I never thought I was going to turn into a person that cared about the things I care about. But a relationship did that for me. You know what I'm saying? I always knew I wanted to be something different. I always knew I wanted to have some money or something, do big shit. But I had to get around it to see what type of mentality these people had. And it's life-changing. Relationship capital, man. I can't express it enough. You know what I'm saying? Gatekeeping is real. Let's not get that twisted. It's gatekeepers in all here. We think it's just gatekeepers in music. It's gatekeepers in all aspects of the culture. It's people that could shut you down or bring you up in all aspects of life. You know what I'm saying? Like I said before, people know when you did the work. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna get no relationship capital up by trying to cut corners and do all that extra shit. And when you done the work and you got good relationships, the haters can't fuck with you. The haters can't fuck with you at all. The competitors is scared of you if you got good relationships. You know what I'm saying? People vouching for you. The people know to get at you right. The people know that you ain't with none of that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? We got to start approaching each other with a little bit more respect. A little bit more respect, man. We just got to be a little bit more respectful for each other, because you never know how somebody can help you. You never know who somebody know. You never know. You know what I'm saying? You could get up every day and choose to do bad and treat everybody bad and have a bad world. Or you could get up and choose the polar opposite. Do good. Build. Uplift. The choice is yours. The choice is yours. Build good relationship capital in your community and with your friends. Stand up. You know what I'm saying? And let's not forget all those little small, untrustworthy acts, those little cut corners, those little shit you're trying to do to save a buck. That shit build up a wall of untrust. And those walls hard to climb, baby. Those untrustworthy walls hard to climb. You know what I'm saying? You may not have did that person wrong, but they sitting there watching you cut corners and do people all wrong. What makes you think they don't? What makes you think you won't do that to them if they watching you do everybody else? Everybody money spend the same. Everybody get most of the same consequences to their actions. So why wouldn't that person think you gonna do them the same way if they sitting there watching you do everybody else? Why? Because y'all been together all day, or you know what I'm saying? It just don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? It just don't make sense. Make the situations you in stronger and last longer by being a stand-up nigga. That's all. That's it. You start right there, you'll start seeing the world different. I promise you will start seeing the world different. You know what I'm saying? Relationship capital, people. Curbside College. We're going to wrap it up here. I catch y'all. All right. Peace out.